Hey guys, if you're enjoying the show and listening to us talk about what needs to be said in surfing, then please do us a favour and chuck us a follow wherever you get your podcast fix.
You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and all the rest. The best part about it, it's going to cost you absolutely nothing. That way we can keep bringing you the goods. You can also find some of our stuff on Instagram and TikTok where we throw up some extras. So please tune into those.
Our handle on that is @the Podcast. And once again, thanks for listening. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Late Afternoon Glass Off. This week, proudly brought to you by Macaroni's Resort. Zach, talk to me about it. Your favourite wave in the world.
Oh, I'm so excited to be partnered with these guys. It's a special place for me. I've been going to the Mentawais I haven't been for a while. I'm on a bit of a hiatus, they call it. So I might have to give them a tingle and say, we're coming over, make room in a double bungalow. I hope they give us 2 single beds.
Yeah,
or even just 1 single bed for me and you. We just go head to toe. But yeah, it is a special place in my heart. The old Macca's. As a goofy footer, it's just the cream on top of the cake for left-handers.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's I'm yet to go. Again,
Let's fucking go now then.
Let's go. But yeah, these guys have been really good to us. We when we've been selecting kind of crew to jump on board, and we've been pretty selective so far, and it had to sort of be something that worked for us. Obviously, this being your favourite wave, but also for the listeners, they've come in with a pretty sick little offer. So we'll get more into that later with our Surf of the Week section. But yeah, they're giving us a little 10% off code to anyone who wants to go later on.
So listen out for that. We'll get to that soon. But before we get into that, what's been happening in your world?
Mate, not a lot. I actually watched all morning. I just binge watched the new Monsters series on Netflix, which is essentially just serial killers that they do.
Fantastic.
Like sensationalized kind of like recreations of their acts throughout their career. Do you call it a career? Is it a career?
Sure. I don't think you're allowed to technically make any money off a crime.
No, but they seem to enjoy doing it for whatever reason. Anyway, he was a sick puppy. I don't know if
most of them are.
Yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with this bloke's work, but man, he went on a bit of a tear throughout I think it was the 1900s. He was getting into his work in sort of mid 1900s. He had screws loose, many of which he used to skin his victims.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so
Alien vs Predator.
When he was discovered, when they found out that it was him, they found lampshades made out of human skin, chairs, all manner of household items that he'd actually created from his victims. They found skulls just littered around everywhere.
Fuck, that's pretty touch, but well done. That would not be easy to make a chair out of skin.
Well done.
Or, maybe not well done, but somewhat bravo. I don't know.
Look, I'm
not condoning what he's doing, obviously, but I just can't really think how you'd have enough skin, or maybe took a few victims. Fuck, I don't know what we're talking about.
Well, I've knitted before. We had a school project. Not that it's the same thing, but or even just sort of minor sewing jobs. And I can imagine, skin would be one of the worst things to work with. Anyway, that's pretty much what I did this week.
Sure.
Not much, as per usual. You got busy though. What did you do?
Yeah, I went off grid, mate. Long weekend. Went up to Double Island.
Don't we know about it? Trying to contact this kid, trying to run a podcast with him, and he just goes off grid, and I can't talk to him.
You need to replenish the soul every now and then. You can't go full throttle 100% of the time, 24/7. You got to kind of switch off, recharge the batteries, and that we did. Went up to Double Island Point, which is just above Noosa there. Pretty spectacular spot. If you're not familiar with the zone, if you just Google it, it's quite famous for its kind of orange sand dunes along one of the most, probably, if not the longest wave in Queensland after Kira, or even probably is longer.
Yeah.
When it's on its day, on a cyclone swell, can be one of the best waves around. Most certainly no surf this weekend, but yeah, it was just good to get up there. We took some jet skis up and played around and went looking for, sea life and things like that. It was just good. The only negative was the amount of P-platers, Limmy bashing their shitty patrols and Land Cruisers was just mind-numbing. Honestly, like every 5 minutes, there was just a group listening to fucking trap music at like volume 400. And this next generation have this thing where they bog the rear of the vehicle to like the fucking axles. And like so the bonnet's up really high.
Right.
And it's like, what does that achieve?
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. It was a bit annoying because like you've got the most picturesque like crystal blue water. It's calm. There's birds chirping. There's fucking whales. There's dolphins. The serenity is at like 100%.
Yeah.
And then you've just got some fucking 17-year-old and his dad's cruiser just Limmy bashing it with a Western Ringers hat on. You just sort of fuck. Can you just go back to Gympie and do that thing? Or so yeah, it's just a little event there, but yeah, could have been like 100% pass mark, but it's like a 95.
Right, so you did find a negative, which is funny for you because we were just in the car park at Northwell before we had a surf, and you were like getting hot and horny for some motorbikes that were going on.
Oh yeah, I'm a petrol head at heart.
Yeah.
So like, I love like the sound of a V8 and things. So like, I get it, but there's just a time and a place. Like if there's people like kids running around, there's like a Huey Boom with like fucking I don't know like Ocean Alley or that kind of genre, like you don't need to put trap music and rev your fucking car for 5 minutes. It's like pick the crowd. Yeah. If you're in a paddock out west and it's like your mate's 21st, fucking do whatever you want. Go for it. Unleash 3 days of fucking hell. I couldn't care. But when there's 2,000 people on the beach, don't play music loud enough for the 100 people adjacent.
Yeah.
There was this one person just playing like the most disgusting music and everyone was just looking at him going like, what are you doing? So yeah, probably the best weather you could have got for it. So pretty Zoidbergery.
Yeah.
Zoidbergery.
That's good.
Getting Zoidbergered up lately.
You have, yeah.
So yeah, it was really good. No phone reception, but again, I could tell when the Broncos won. You know how?
Because you had 300 bogans just screaming
Limmy bashing their
Queenslander.
Their VDJs just yeah, back in Western Ringers, yeah. So yeah, I didn't have reception, but I knew the exact moment when the Brisbane Broncos won the grand final.
At least you knew. You didn't even have to watch the final.
I didn't.
I watched it. I almost, which is hard to believe, consume more NRL content than I do surfing content, which is
not hard to believe. I know you.
Yeah, but like for people watching, going, this kid must never leave his house, and then you discover that I've also got a fond interest in the NRL.
Well, the Titans went pretty well this year.
Titans are
didn't get the bottom, but they were pretty well on there.
Yeah, no, it was a nice surprise at the end of the year when we didn't come last, which just really sums up how our season went.
Second last though.
We came second last, but you don't want that spoon, mate. You get the wooden spoon, it's lights out.
Yep, they've had it before as well.
Double Island Point though, funny one. Like you say, it's one of the better point breaks on this coastline, and
twice a year.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Twice a year. Is it even worth the trip there when there's waves? Because every single human being, like you said, with a Land Cruiser or with some kind of four-wheel drive, when there's a swell on, a big sort of east or northeast swell up that far, they're heading there. And Sheldon Simkus made a video on his YouTube channel, and same thing. It looked hectic. Like, I don't know, you're probably not better off surfing Kirra, like in terms of crowd, but like there's probably not that much in it. There's so many people heading up there when there's swell.
I'd have to check this fact with the crew that live, within the Noosa surrounds.
Mm-hmm.
I would dare say it would be much easier and less crowded to surf DI than it is Kirra. One reason.
Right.
Kirra on its day is like attracting the best surfers in the world.
That's right. Yeah.
Like they will fly in.
Yeah.
Fucking Nathan Florence has got his GoPro ready, charged, 9 batteries in his ass.
Yeah.
No one's doing that for DI. And if you look at Rainbow, like the village, 4Ks up the beach, that's not a iconic surf town.
No.
Now, the most of the people that go to DI, if it's 2 foot, they're going to longboard it and like they're going to have a ball.
Yeah.
If it's 4 to 6 foot rifling long, like waist deep, shallow, fucking draining Kirra kegs, it's probably not the right crowd.
Yeah.
There's going to be crew from Noosa go, but mindful that when DI is good, Noosa's good.
Yeah.
Tea Tree, all that is firing. So it's kind of spread out, and I feel like the crowd are probably not as hungry. Probably a few more novice surfers that have just happened to be there.
Yeah.
But if you're paddling out Kirra and it's 6 to 8 foot, you're intentionally trying to get the best wave of your life. And that kind of draws a different crowd. And I've always said it, like with Talos, close by to here, if there's 100 people out, I'll go out because 85% of them don't even know a fucking leg rep in their life. So when a set comes, they look at you and go, oh, you go that one. And you just go. Kira, you're paddling out. How many times have you been out there and the lineup is a CT or a Challenger Series?
Yeah.
It's hard to get waves because everyone's good at getting waves.
Yeah. It's like, it's really cool for 20 minutes and then you go, oh, it's just suck at surfing and I can't catch a wave.
You know what it's not cool at?
What?
Finally discovering that your fucking idols will just cook you on the best waves of their lives. Like, Fano is the people's champ. Everyone loves him, but my God, like, he has cooked some humans out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's safe to say it's his zone. He's the best in the world at some point. And that's his zone, so he can have it.
Well, he is Kira. Like, you got Parko, who's Snapper Rocks, and Mick's zone is more Kira. He always, whenever he does the team's challenges or whatever, he generally surfs for Kira. So yeah, that's where he's sort of I don't know, plied his trade throughout his early years and did a lot of his surfing. Obviously, it's like you literally paddle out at Snapper and you're at Kira in 5 minutes if the sweep's running. You know, like it's not that far, but he is kind of the guy out there.
The king.
He's the king.
And the king can take whatever waves he wants. But if you're a 13-year-old grommet who just adores Mick Fanning, probably don't go surfing with Mick Fanning on a Kira swell because he gonna cook ya.
Yeah, like they say, never meet your hero, Zach. I think it's a good call in that respect.
Yeah, never meet them. That's what happened to me with Kelly Slater.
Right.
Quickie Pro. I've already told this story on the pod. I tried to get his autograph. I got it for one of my mates, and then another guy saw me get it. He's like, can you go get it again? And then when I went back, he was kind of like, man, I'm fucking cruising. Yeah. And yet I've got a time and a place for this. And I was like, oh, I had the little wobbly lip going.
Did you start crying?
Almost. I was like 13, so I was shitting myself.
Oh, dear.
Let's move on to a pretty big update as well.
Yeah, the least well-kept secret is our merch.
No, it's intentionally not well kept.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
We've been edging.
We meant to do this. But
we've been giving our audience blue ballies on the merch.
Which is officially dropping Thursday, 6 p.m.
If you're not getting your phone out right now and putting in an alarm for Thursday, 6 p.m., you're blowing it.
And let me just tell you as well, if you did want some stuff, like there's not heaps. So like it could be gone pretty quickly. Our DMs have been pretty full of people who are keen to get some gear. We've been slowly posting stuff and testing the waters. And
the waters are not murky. It's clear as day. People want the merch.
They do. So yeah, we're pretty happy with how it all turned out. So yeah, that'll be launching 6 p.m. on Thursday.
Finley, the best thing I like about the hat that you're wearing and I'm wearing. So I spent a lot of time in the water at Double Island Point.
Yeah.
And I wore this hat religiously, as you can imagine. It's our uniform now. Feel this hat on top and describe what that feels like.
Oh, yeah. You've had that in the water, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah. So this thing has been inundated with salt water. Now, tell me, what's the most annoying thing with salt water on your cap when it dries?
Goes white and looks like...
Yeah.
I don't know. What
it looks like a salt lake on your head.
Yeah.
Can you see that right now?
No.
Camo.
It's camo. I can't even see it.
Yep.
You're not even wearing a hat.
If you get a brown one, then probably don't apply that one. But I'm just saying, if you get a camo hat and you take this thing in salt water, it's going to look exactly the same.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, I just like the design. It's like they've both been really highly requested. Probably the camo more so, but yeah, just we're just happy with the look. We kind of ordered them semi-blindly. We didn't get any testers really. We just went, nah, this color looks good. Let's run with it. This shape. Lads at Heavy Press sorted it for us, and they've come out U-Butte. So yeah, stay tuned. Thursday, 6 p.m. Next thing on the agenda, Zach, should we get into our Surfer of the Week, brought to you by the legends at Macaroni's Resort? Now, as we hinted at before, we have got our listeners an exclusive deal. So use code LARGO for 10% off your next trip at checkout. Sink some beers, score perfect waves at Macca's, and they also run a coaching clinic. Now, Maddie Granger and Onyamwa are running that one. Runs from January 9th to March 6th. So they're two of like Onyamwa is just the guy over there. Like if you want to go and get waves in Indo, there's no one better. Matty Granger, just a great surfing mind in general.
Oh, Matty Granger. Me and Matty Granger go way back. He is the most charismatic character I've ever met
he's a good bloke. So if you want to refine your technique, get more confident in the pit, or just progress faster, these guys have got you covered. So yeah, check those out while you're over there. Now, who have we got?
Yeah, this one's no surprise. After landing his second fucking backflip in a final, Mr. Dane Henry.
To land one backflip in a final is absurd. Just like
That's a career right there.
The layman can't even process that. I can't process it. You probably are closer to processing it than I am, but to my knowledge, you've never landed a backflip in a competition.
To my own knowledge, I don't think I've ever taken off on a wave in a heat going, I think I'm going to do a backflip. It's like safety the fuck out of this so I can hold a trophy over the top of my head later.
Yeah. So Dane has done this twice, proving the first one was not a fluke. Now they did stitch him up a little bit on the scoring, because the first one was a 10. They only gave him a 9.5 for this one. So, I mean...
Does that mean the third one's an 8.5?
I don't know, but the conditions were god-awful. It was small sort of rights and lefts at D-bar. D-bar, as we know, is a really consistent wave, and there's always something to surf there, but as far as D-bar goes, it wasn't very good, and he made it look pretty bloody easy to surf.
I like that you touched on the conditions, because when you're thinking backflips, I'm thinking like Rocky Point, howling south. No, it wouldn't be south. It'd be, maybe south. Fuck it. I'm just going to say south.
Yep.
Just howling cross shore.
Yep.
So many like video parts. It's like Maui, just super windy and people do flips. Like this was 1 to 2 foot, kind of northerly, sloppy. Just didn't look like anyone was going to film a video part for Stab High out there.
No.
He went out there and did it in a final. So
Yeah.
pretty big dick energy, if you ask me. That's like a mic drop.
It is.
I think it was a 9.5 backed up with an 8.5.
He had a very large heat total.
Yeah, you're fucking coming in after that. Like, what else do you do?
To win that event at home in that manner was really impressive. So, Dan Henry, Surfer of the Week for episode 45.
Might I add, previous interviewee on the Largo pod, there's something going on. There's something in the water.
What we can't claim is his world title.
But we can claim this one.
We can claim this one because it's after.
I feel like a couple episodes ago we said this exact thing. Like, we can't claim the world title, but we'll claim the next one.
Yeah.
He's already sent his invoice in. It's paid. It's locked in.
Well, no, we need to send invoices to people. I feel like we get the Largo effect is clearly a real thing.
I've got an idea.
What?
You interview me, and then I go to a comp. World champion.
There we go. Let's see.
World champion of Lee Bar board riders.
We'll see how that goes.
I've dropped down to the rankings on that too, so it's all over for me. But I'll interview you.
Yeah. Well, no, because I was actually checking before we recorded. There's a pretty funny visual. The Subway Pro Junior, actually the event technically that Dane just won, used to be presented by Subway Pro Junior event. Very star-studded field, I might add. We looked through some of the names in this thing. It would have been, I guess, under 18s event.
It would have been 20.
No, like always 18s when I did it. It was never 21s.
No, yeah, but what year?
2016.
2016. Yeah.
Yeah,
because our generation got fucked over by the WSL.
Yeah. So they changed it to under 21s when we basically turned
17.
No, like when we did 18 and then they changed. We were 18. They culled it, and then they made it under 18s, and then when we turned 21, they made it under 18s. If that makes sense. Confusing, but
yes,
there was basically a 3-year window where we got stitched up.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's by the by. Some of the names in that draw were skits. We had Ethan Ewing, Morgan Siblick, Liam O'Brien, Cal Robson. Like just
back then, it was like Quinn Bruce, Harley Ross Webster was like, he was someone you just did not want to fucking get a heat dryer. I just remember waking up 7 a.m. Oh, who's in my heat dryer? Fucking Harley, fuck off. Quinn was the same. You just go, oh, fuck.
So, Luke Rice too. He was the guy in our division.
Lucas Rice was an absolute menace as well.
Yeah. So like all these I said to Zach, I had no right being in this heat draw, but
you did, because you didn't get fourth.
Well, I got third in my heat.
There you go. You have a right.
I was heat one of the day. Ethan Ewing, Matty Job, they tailed me up. I got third. And then there's 2 heats down the line. Heat 3, Zach Whiteman versus Morgan Siblick. You combo him. You put up 15 points.
You might send him that real quick.
You smoked him. So that basically goes to show
I don't think it does.
The expertise levels that me and Zach have here. That's hence the never been and the has been. But it was quite humorous to see.
It was.
Don't know how we got talking about that anyway.
We just started talking about me comboing someone who's about to qualify for the CT for the second time.
Yeah.
While me and you are here sipping away on some beverageanos in my fucking parents' living room. So who's winning now, Morgs?
Again, don't know where we're heading with that, but let's move on to Ericeira, a place that that guy you just mentioned did really well.
Correctamundo.
We had, so in the ladies, Tia Zebrowski, first place, kind of as predicted by yours truly, but also not, because I said she was going to do really well, but I said Sophie McCulloch was going to win, who did awfully. Tia, though, in the final beat India Robinson, who, funnily enough, was actually, the reason I picked Sophie was that I was seeing her surf Lennox Point a lot and she was looking really good. India was also with her. So they were coming down together in pairs and they were surfing. And in my humble, Sophie, is it Sophia or Sophie? Sophie looked better. But on that same logic line, India's done really well here. So
She has.
Maybe-
Second place.
maybe Lennox Point has something to answer for.
You're forgetting India's from Bells.
True.
Similar.
Well, it
Kind of
is.
waves.
It is, yeah. Big burgery, right?
I think we tipped the wrong Victorian then. I think we both we picked Ellie. We forgot about India.
Forgot about India. She was
Sorry, India. We shouldn't have doubted you.
the silent assassin in the draw. On the men's side, Kauli Vaast beats George Pittar in the final. Pretty slow final. Waves probably favoured your backhand, I'd say.
When it's slopey like that, being on your backhand, you can just square up. It's just simple. It's as simple as that. It's just so hard to square up on your forehand, especially, I don't know about you, but when you take it on your forehand, you just get caught chasing.
Yeah.
So he's chasing the rabbit like a fucking greyhound at Dapto. You just chase it. Whereas on your backhand, what's there to chase for?
Yeah. Well, you only have so many turns that you can go for on your forehand. Like, obviously your backhand is you're limited just in general, but you have different angles you can approach it. Whereas your forehand on a wave that's slopey, generally you're going to have to serve it pretty horizontally. You don't have as much opportunity to, as you said, square up.
Although I feel like your bag of tricks is a bit bigger.
It's bigger, but in those waves, it's not
really
super conducive to aerial surfing or throwing the tail.
If you like to lose your fins at the end of the wave,
If you
particularly,
wanna
yes.
get a face transplant for
There was a
headbutting
couple.
rock.
There was a couple.
So five waves ridden of real consequence in that final. There wasn't much going on. Kauli had the best of all of them, 7.83 and a 6.23. GP, I don't believe, got out of the late 5 range. But in saying
pair of fives.
in saying that, his surfing was like the standout throughout the entire event. I thought no one was putting his board in the places that he was putting it. And
That carve, sorry to cut you off, that carve was textbook.
Yeah.
It was just a shame it wasn't paired with another great electric turn. It's such a hard section when you got shitty whitewash just crumbling towards you. You can't put 100% into that because you're just going to get boggled off. But that turn was probably the turn of the heat.
Yeah.
It just couldn't be paired with something with a little more substance.
Yeah, and he actually did connect probably once or twice throughout the event, potentially the semi. He got a mid-8. That was where he really was able to open up twice or 3 times on the wave, and you could just see just in and out of each turn, so much torque. Actually, like, technique, perfect.
It's all upper body torque, hey?
It's upper body moves.
The upper body comes around way before the lower body,
Yeah.
and then it just rips around. Once that lower body engages the rail, it's just, it's good to watch.
It's unreal to watch. In my opinion, probably GP was the surfer of the event. Kauli, though, just surfed the perfect final, put himself on the 2 best waves, and if you do that, more often than not, it's going to go your way, especially if you finish on your feet, which he did.
I watched the recap this morning because, as alluded to in the intro, I had 0 reception. Didn't watch a bar of this, so I had to catch up this morning. I was pretty well bang on for scoring. I was watching it like in real time for me.
Going, that's a 6.
That was a 7 for the first. And then everything else. His backup 6.23 I thought was maybe a 5.9.
Yeah.
But like give or take, 0.5 of a point.
Yeah, it's not that much.
Within reason and within margin.
And it wouldn't have impacted the heat because George didn't. That 7.83 that's a real big statement at the start of the heat. Probably put George on the back foot pretty quickly. Both of these guys are world tour level surfers, and these results are going to I feel like going to get them both there. Kauli's locked and loaded.
Well, he's had a second and a first.
Yeah, and George has had 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So I'd say they're both locked and loaded, really.
We'll get into the rankings after
Yeah.
our shout out on this event.
We'll get into that soon. So we're going to go through some standouts and disappointments from the event. So in my opinion, the only real standout from this event that you could honestly say was Tia Zebrowski for the ladies. She had to surf an extra heat than the rest of the top seeds. So she surfed right through round 1 all the way to the final. And she's very clearly a class above this tour. She's in her own league. And
This is now a very convincing home run.
she could not surf the rest of the tour and still qualify.
And apologies, Finley, we got her nationality wrong. I think
She's
I
French.
called her Portuguese.
Yeah. Well, I think we both did. And she's actually French.
Fucking neighbouring countries, so shoot me now.
But she is ready to go. Now, do you think she's going to do a Taj Burrow,
Katie Simmers.
and give up her spot for next year? Or do you think she's going to grab it and run?
Nah, because the median age of the tour is just declining rapidly by generation on generation. This is just the new age, and I think where I get that idea from is skating at the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
None of them can fucking drink, Finley. They're that young.
Yeah.
And that's open women's at the Olympics for the skaters and the chicks. Go to Street League for the skaters and the chicks. They're like under 18.
Yeah.
There's no 32-year-old Sally Fitz skating at the level that these younger chicks are. I just feel like we're on that trajectory that skating will be on.
Yeah.
If there's any skaters listening, I'm probably not 100% accurate, but I'm fairly confident that's by my understanding of their sport looking in.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I watch the Olympics and all the women's side of those 2 events like X Games, it's a younger demographic. So I feel like maybe not when Katie did it. She qualified when like Steph and I don't know who else.
Chris Moore, Sally
Fitz, like she would have felt out of place.
Yeah. Well, they were the guys at the time, or the ladies of the time,
Mm-hmm.
and they've since moved on.
Mm-hmm.
And now Katie is the lady to beat, really. Her and Molly, they're the new wave.
What's Katie? 20.
So they're both really young. So
She can't even drink in America,
yeah,
and she's a world champion.
yeah. So she
My point exactly.
So Tia is more close in age to those guys than
Well,
than
she's
Fred.
14 though, so this is the weird thing. It's like, oh my god, that's a huge jump again.
Yeah, she's young. She'll be traveling with parents if she does go. You'd have to think. You'd hope so anyway.
Yep.
But good thing is, as we touched on before, she's French. She seems to be quite close with Kauli, Vaast and those crew. So
I think she gets coached by Joanne Dora as well.
every chance there'll be a little group traveling next year. So
That'll be a hard group to break.
For sure.
3 powerhouses in the one travel hub. You'd be frothing if you heard there was a flight delayed from fucking Bordeaux or Paris and they were in your heat. You'd be like, oh, sweet.
Yeah, absolutely. The other one. So again, Tia was the only standout in inverted commas, but I thought you got to mention India Robinson here. Now, she was the next best. Good result for her, gets herself right up in the qualification picture, and she was a model of consistency throughout the event. So she surfed 5 heats to the final, I think, 4 or 5. Her lowest heat total was 11.93 and her highest was 12.83. So that was less than a point between her lowest and highest between 4 or 5
That's
heats.
called the fucking James Young.
Yeah.
Just there to just not win the thing like hands down, just get there and annoy the fuck out of some people by just turning up and getting shit done.
Absolutely. So, and she did exactly that. Second place. Very good result. Now, someone here that I want to give a special mention to, I fear that you're going to have a separate opinion to this, and you're more than welcome to go for it.
You're going to have to get me one of those better beer ginger beers over there. I'm going to have to fucking neck one after this.
So my person that I'd like to give a special shout out to is Yolanda Hopkins. Now, someone who on this podcast we have been quite critical of in the past, more specifically relating to her style that she surfs with, not the prettiest style. But I do want to say, so she made the semi-finals here. She has much the same as Tia Zebrowski. She will be on the tour next year, whether you like it or not, Zach. And on finals day, she got up before sunrise, ran 5 kilometers, then went for a surf in the dark because she said she doesn't want to rely on her vision. She wanted to rely on feeling throughout finals day. This is all reported to from Jessie Starling, who was commentating. She was there, so I trust this news with my life. But my thing here is you don't have to like her surfing, but who are we to question her results after seeing her work ethic? I feel like she's doing well on a tour that at this current point is catered to how she is, her approach to surfing. She's doing exactly what's being asked of her and she's getting rewarded for it. So either we allow that or we change what we're asking. We maybe judge more cruelly or we do separate venues. I don't know what the solution is, but at this point in time, she is surfing to the standard that they wanted to surf to. Now, I can see you bubbling away. Your head's about to explode. Continue with your next bit.
You're right.
Oh, sweet.
So she is jumping through the hoops that is presented in front of her for this Challenger series, which our last episode we highlighted what events need to go and what events need to, locations need to be replaced with.
Yep.
So I feel like for the tour she's surfing, she's smashing it. She's surfing really smart.
And the judging criteria as well. She's surfing to that.
I think she's just she's probably the smartest tour behind Sally Fitz. She's the smartest surfer on that tour behind Sally Fitz.
Yeah.
Purely based upon heat strategy. Because I'll say it here right now, and I mean all well by this. She's not the best surfer there, but she's second by a country mile.
Yeah.
She's gonna qualify, so she's doing something right. I'm not gonna rob her of that achievement.
No.
Do I like it? No. One thing though, from a biological standpoint, her fucking surfing in the duck, there is zero science or evidence to back that up that works. That is just pissing in the wind.
Yeah. And I also don't know how productive running 5 kilometers before a big day of surfing.
5Ks is solid. I would say like 60% of the population in the US can't run 5Ks. So that's enough to like get lactic acid burn in the quad to then just go surf in the dark. I think she needs a coach.
Well, I think she has one.
Coach needs to wake up.
So there's my little mention to Yolanda. We've been pretty critical. I think it's good to...
It's important to be critical, but I'm not going to rob her of her achievement. Yeah. She's doing something really well. I have a crystal ball, and I just think she's going to really learn quick where she is when she hits that tour.
Sure.
I'm thinking if it's 4 to 6 feet backdoor or pipeline, I'm looking at a Philippe Toledo not taking off.
Can I just say, though, on that, she will go. I've seen she's not afraid. She just does it very...
There's a difference between going and completing.
Yeah, there's no completion. It's just she'll go, which is part of the battle sometimes. You never know. You take off and you come out the other end and you got yourself an 8, you know? So we'll see. But I do agree she will be in one door and out the other when she qualifies.
But Finley, fuck, I said the same about Marco Mignon. He was Rookie of the Year. But honestly, like they're in 2 different leagues.
Yeah.
I'm fairly confident this will mirror Nadia Ericeira's year where she got fairly smoked. Nothing against both ladies, but we're all entitled to our opinion. I hope she proves me wrong. Whenever I say something bad, and this goes for the 1,000 episodes we're going to do, when I talk critically on someone, I don't wish bad upon them, but it's important to say what people are thinking.
Yeah, I
want Yolanda to go out there and prove me wrong.
I can't wait to hopefully clip this up. She requalifies next year. It'd be so good to just clip it up and just...
I'll cop it on the chin.
It'd be hilarious. So we'll see. I'm secretly almost going for it now, but we'll go now for the disappointments. So first one I had was the person I actually picked to win the event, Sophie McCulloch. Big letdown here for her. This is an event she should really have put herself in a decent result.
It did look like High Tide Burley.
It looked very similar, and I think she would have, or obviously she would have loved to do a lot better here. This could have been her getting up close to that top 10 or inside it, and she did herself no favors. So she's going to be heading to Sakurama, a place again, she's really quick and snappy, so she could do okay there. But it's not a place that you want to go to needing a result. It's a place that you want to almost be surfing pressure free, just given the nature of the wave and how unpredictable it is there, especially.
Do you know where I'd be sending her?
Where?
Froggies at Snapper.
Yeah.
Because Sakurama is the fucking same. Closeout.
Lovers.
Washy, backwashy, crystal green waters. Looks nice, but isn't really like a place that you're going to go book a surf trip to.
100%.
So yeah, it's going to be tough, but let's see how she goes.
Yeah, and then just had a couple others. So not going to go into too much detail, but Teresa Bonville and Nadia Aristabe, two people that Teresa especially, she was sitting quite nicely in the rankings, and Nadia was even inside that top qualification situation. They both lost in round 2.
Isn't it interesting? Nadia and Sally Fitz looking to requalify already got smoked on the tour last year. Like, properly fed.
Yeah.
Like, attendance fucking medallion.
Well, it just shows the difference in class between tours. Like, Tia is going to be fine, but I worry for a lot of the other girls below them.
Yeah. Exactly what we were just referencing before. 2 different tours.
Yeah.
This Challenger Series is fucking definitely not setting up these surfers for success on the tour.
No, not at all. We'll move to the men's now. So first one, a guy, we didn't really give him a serving, I wouldn't say, but we said his style was unique, let's say. Dora Ametrian. Kind of proved us wrong throughout this event. So,
Well, no, the style didn't change throughout the event.
I think
Just kind of threw it in our face a bit.
Well, I think potentially the waves weren't helping him on the first day, but then as the waves got bigger, it was less and less noticeable that unique style that he has. Still there. It wasn't George Pitar.
I disagree. I've never gone Ethan Ewing looks like shit when it's 1 foot.
No, but it wasn't George Pitar like throwing his upper body around. Like it's still very like almost immobile, like just one connected piece.
Rigid.
Quite rigid, but very basic surfing, but doing it extremely well and doing it solidly. Seemed to have a really good read on the wave. Was picking the best waves of each heat, which is one big thing. Surfing point breaks like that isn't easy, and it's very easy to go poor waves, especially when it's really fat and high tide like it was. And then not only selecting, but putting his turns in the right place. He was really given sections hell for leather, and not many guys were. He was getting big scores for 2 or 3 turns, which no one else in the draw really was. They were kind of starting, big turn at the start, linking it through, and then finishing on the shorey. He wasn't necessarily even doing that sometimes, finishing halfway through. So I thought that was really impressive from him. Another guy, Kauli Vaast. This guy is designed for the World Tour.
That's what I said last step.
He's going
I
to...
said every time he puts on this rashi, he's looking more and more tank. Number one, definitely on some sort of creatine diet. Just straight up chicken snit and creatine. But just looks so well-rounded now. He was unfortunately thrown in the basket of surfs big waves. He can take off, go to the bottom, go straight to the channel, get spat out. Happy days. But my God, he's clearly been putting in the hard work where improvement was needed because he's just looking more and more ready.
And you'd forgive him for being a one-dimensional surfer growing up at Chopes. Like if you're
not really got high performance written all over it.
No, you can maybe try an alley-oop off the back after a 10-foot pit, potentially into a boat.
Yeah.
But he is the full package. He may be the best barrel rider on the planet. This is yet to be proven, but I wouldn't put it past him. He surfs switch better than most guys surf normal in a barrel, which is like impressive on its own. Haven't seen him surf pipe, but I imagine he's going to be just fine there.
I reckon he'll be yawning when it's 10 foot.
Yeah. Has a really solid air game. Back end surfing, incredible. He just got 17 points in the final at the World Juniors. Only lost to Dane Henry, who beat him with 18 points, which if you're going to win a final or get second at a final, like 17 points, you're generally coming out on top. So
they hurt less too.
Yeah.
Hurts when you get towed up.
Yeah, absolutely. Now he's won a challenger at a mushy right-hand point break. It's just his portfolio is expanding, and he's not frightened by the bright lights either. Like he's a gold medalist, which only really one other person can say in the sport, and that's Italo Ferreira. So, well, obviously the ladies too, but in terms of male surfers, I'm going to go out now. I think he's going to finish top 10 next year on the World Tour, and he's going to be Rookie of the Year. That's my call. I think he's going to have no issues. And
put some financials on this and just put it in a lockbox somewhere.
Yeah. What do you want to do? You going to say he's not going to finish top 10?
Nah.
What do you think he's going to finish?
Well, you name the odds because it's heavily...
I'll give you $50 if he doesn't finish in the top 10.
I'll give you 100 then.
Okay. Yeah, I like that because it's much harder for him to finish in the top 10.
Deal.
Sweet.
See you in 12 months.
Let's go. But yeah, I'm going to predict there's enough venues on tour, especially in barreling waves. So he's going to have pipe. He's going to have cloud break. He's going to have chopes on tour next year. He's going to stack up heaps of points in those events, and he's going to fill in the gaps at the rest.
And you won't have to worry about the cut.
No. So I'm really thinking top 10 finish for him next year.
Yep.
Last one, really. This is a a compliment sandwich, I'd say.
The midge.
Sure, call him that. Eli Hanneman, more appropriately named. Now, not a place that I would have picked him to do well at. Big burgery right point. Not his surfing is really explosive, like short beach breaks. Maybe like pretty good at big waves too, pipe and stuff. He's proven he's good there.
Mm-hmm.
But I when I see Eli doing his best surfing, it's Rocky Point or somewhere where he's just boosting. Not generally right-hand point breaks, and he's done really well here with a semi-final finish, mixing it up the most in the entire draw in terms of repertoire. So going to the air, getting large scores on poor waves, just throwing risk. Pipe coming up is a big one for him, and also Sakurema. Now, I think Pipe won't be a challenge so much because he's got experience there. A lot of these guys don't, so he's going to have an advantage there. And then Sakurema, he's got that backhand full rotation on lock. So for him, there's two big results incoming potentially for him.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll put him in a good place to qualify, given this semi-final result here too. Now, for the other side of the coin, I've got a new nickname for him. Eli Hands Up Man. So I went through the draw, and I have a breakdown of his claim portfolio for this event.
Yeah, this is impressive. You've gone pretty extensive here.
Yeah, so when I say like waves finished here, it's waves that he actually like got to the end, did a closeout turn and stepped off or whatever. Not like did two cutties and then pulled off because the wave was bad. I've just gone for the ones that he's finished. So in the round of 64, his round one heat, he finished 3 waves, claimed 2. So already 66.66% claim rate.
667.
Whatever, yeah.
Reoccurring.
Yeah. So the 2 waves he claimed, 783, 723, which is not the worst. It's okay.
That's a pass.
It's a pass mark.
Pass.
Round of 32. Rode 3 waves total. So he only took off 3 times in this heat. Claimed all 3. So 657, 7.23. Getting on the low
side.
side.
As per Kelly Slater, the goat of all goats, he said, what was it? Anything under an 8?
Yeah. So he hasn't actually got there yet. Round of 16, finished 3 waves, claimed 2. Now this is where it gets a bit hairy. 4.8 and 6.4.
Ouch. Yeah, you're stepping into territory where you just can't climb out of there.
Yeah, and then similarly in the quarters, finished 3 waves, claimed 2. This time he did get an 8, which is
pass mark.
Again, pass mark. 4.13 though claimed.
That just ruined the 8.
Yeah, you almost half the 8.
What's the objective there?
I don't know, but there's more. Semi-finals where he ended up, he finished 2 waves, claimed 1, and it was a left.
At a right hand put break. Yep.
Was a sick punt, but it was a left, and he needed quite a significant score. He got a 7, about a point and a half less than what he needed. So if you run the numbers,
that right there, I think you're up against the wall. You went fucking left, and if to when you stomp something like that on a left, and you're only a buck short of what you need, that is, if I was to claim, that's when I'm doing the claim.
Right.
The 4s should be punishable by 2 events suspension.
Right.
But yeah, that last one, I reckon that's just when you feel like, it's a semi-fucking final. I need a score, time's ticking down. I went left out of all things, probably didn't have priority. That can stay. Yeah,
sure. So for Eli Hands Up Man, during this event, 10 waves completed or finished. 14 waves finished, 10 claims for an ACR, an average claim rate of 71.4%.
That's incredibly fucking high.
It's quite high.
He's going to have to change his flag to a green one, a green-blue one with a few little stars in the middle there.
Yeah. For an average wave score of 6.52, mind you. So.
Ouch.
I
think we should maybe just send him a few clips of Ethan and just say, look, bud, we know you're feeling saucy, but our boy Ethan is going out there and looking fucking amazing and just kind of stands there at the end.
Ethan claims like in two scenarios, sort of. It's like he claims and he looks aggressive, like really angry, and he's just like beating a wave to pieces, and he's like fired up, and it's like involuntary. And then the other one is almost like he does it, but then he's embarrassed that he's doing it. You can tell mid-claim.
Oh yeah,
and it's like for Eli, I kind of look at it like, again, 2 perspectives. There's the perspective of that's lame. You're claiming every single wave nearly. You're claiming 70% over over 70% of your waves. Or there's the other side, which he's not an idiot. Like, he would know what he's doing. Like, he's knowing he's claiming, and he's knowing that people don't look so fondly on claims, and he's still doing it. So, like, there's that side where it's like, is it kind of respectable? Like, he knows he's looking like a peanut, and he's still doing it.
You also got to think when you've just spent 40K on nothing, then you're going to fucking sell it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I can see both sides, although I can guarantee you no one else had that high claim rate in this event. I was watching. I didn't see anyone else claim.
We might have to get an ACR for the whole year.
Oh,
There's
God.
a real.
Bro, I've got time on my hands, but I don't know about that much time. I'll see what I can work up.
And then we call it the ACR Awards.
This is a last...
Do you know what you get for winning?
What?
A meat cleaver to the wrist.
When you lose a hand.
You lose your hands, so you can't fucking claim anymore.
Oh, no.
It's like the kid who stole a loaf of bread in the 1800s. Just hands off.
Off with your hands.
Yeah.
So that was, mind you, that was an impressive thing. He was in the impressive
It's
section.
an impressive statistic, that's for sure.
That was a positive on Eli for the most part. It was a really good result. Now we move on to the disappointments. Hiroto Ohara. So posted 15 points in his round of 64 heat.
Yep.
Moved on to his next heat, looking really good to establish himself inside the top 10. He was seeded 11th before this event. Goes out and gets an interference in his next heat. He's out of the event from there. Done.
No more cars at this one.
No more cars at this one. He's a guy who's been on the verge of qualification a number of times, and this one could really come back to haunt him at the end of the year. He even, in that heat that he got the interference, he dropped a 7.83. So there's every chance he progresses through that.
I've got a good story for Hiroto, and it involves Quinn Bruce, who was previously mentioned.
Yeah.
We went to the ISAs. It was in Ecuador, and unfortunately they booked us in a high rise with all the teams, like Team USA on level 31, Team Oz in level fucking 14, whatever. Unfortunately, the high rise, the lobby was a nightclub. So
Right.
and in Ecuador, it's free for all. There's no 18. It's like that kid's got wealthy parents. I'm sure that he can come in and drink the bar away. We played up. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people played up. In that list of people was Hiroto and a few other Japanese contingent. Might I add, the best people to get on the piss with.
Yeah.
Heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Know how to put away a few Asahis. Anyway, Quinn Bruce, the cheeky bugger. So this is like when we're 15, 16. English is their second language. Quinn's fucking with them. Quinn's saying like, oh, you should start like learning a few English words like stoked and things. He convinced Takumi Nakamura and Hiroto Ohura that smelly 40 means stoked in Australia. So all night, everyone's hammered as, and they're on the dance floor just yelling out, Smeddy 40. I'm not sure. I haven't confirmed if anyone's corrected them yet, but all night, they were just yelling at the top of their lungs, Smeddy 40. Anyway, the next day, rolls around. They've got a heat. He was in the semi-fucking finals, rolled up at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. probably. Walking, washes Daz past like our little camp on the beach and just goes, Smeddy 40. I think it was the greatest night of his life.
Did any post-date interviews after that where he said that he was smelly 40?
Not to my knowledge, but man, it was funny just seeing two Japanese lads having the best time ever, just yelling at the top of their lungs, Smelly 40. It was fantastic. So
That's incredible.
sorry, whenever I see Hiroto's name and I just cast my memory back to that.
That's why the people come here. They want to hear these sort of things. So that's very good intel from
I
you.
will have to catch up with him next time he's in Oz just to make sure he's not, in Australia going, hey, bud, how you going? Yeah, Smelly 40 today.
Well, hopefully he's going to be at Bell's next year. So you will get a chance to catch up.
I'll go catch up with him, make sure he's not running around.
Let's do a ratings check. Start off with the ladies. In first place, the golden girl, Tia Zebrowski.
She's running her own race, mate.
Just finish now. You got 3 events. Go home, have a break, go to Macaroni's, go learn to back.
Use our Largo
Use our
discount code.
Yep. Yolanda Hopkins, second place. She's going to be there too. Sorry, Zach. Third place, Sally Fitz.
Sorry, Zach again.
Potentially sorry, Zach, because she's looking pretty good at this rate. Francisca Vaselko in at 4th place. Nadia Aristabe, 5th place. Laura Raups, 6th place. And Kira Pinkerton moves up into 7th, which is cool. So She's a bit of a powerhouse as well. It'd be cool to see her qualify. Now, men's side, we'll go through that. So, Kauli Vaast moves up 11 places into first place. So, he wasn't even inside the top 10 before this event. Now he's first place. So, he's got a second and a first.
How many events do you throw away?
One, maybe? One or two.
Because if it's two, and if he can get a better result than dead last...
Well, you can't do any better, really, than what he's done, first and second.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's got backed up by two events that were, a first round loss.
Yep.
So anything from this point, he's throwing those away. Could even go even higher.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. He's, in my opinion, he's cemented. He's going to rock up at Pipe, make like child's work out of it. It's going to be very easy for him. So those 700 points are going to be missing from his end of year tally, I imagine.
Sakurama can kind of be like a Brazili beach breaky kind of thing.
For sure. Yeah, he could really do well there too. Mm-hmm. So Luke Thompson in at second place. He seems to be one of the lads, actually. It's pretty funny. I've seen on his Instagram post. I don't know too much about Luke, but all of the Aussie lads were G'ing him up on his Instagram post. So it sounds like he's one of the boys, which is pretty cool. Georgie Pitta, third place, moves up 4 spots. Mateus Hurdy still thereabouts. He gets a decent result here, still drops a couple places, but he kind of just solidifies his ranking.
Fuck, he deserves to be there.
I think he will.
Him and Chippo.
He's going to go to Sakurama and do really well, I think. So Chippo is the guy you mentioned next. He's in 5th. So I'm so confident they're going to do well and stay there.
I don't know if I misread his post, but it kind of sounded like he just wasn't ready to surf. How do you not? Like, you get a semi-green light to go back to what you do. And it kind of just felt like, well, based upon his caption of his Instagram post, he was just attending, really.
Yeah.
I think his first surf, he must have just gone, oh, God, this thing's green as.
And the waves did him no favours. It was fat, small, choppy, point. For him, like, with nursing a sore ankle, it doesn't get much worse.
No.
It's not giving you any help.
Yeah, you're right in the sense if it's pipe and you're nursing an injury, you're either going to clean sweep it and get through it, or you're going to die.
Yeah.
But it's like when you're surfing injured, if it's small, grindy waves, you're using your body so much more.
Yeah. So hopefully he can stay there. I think he will. Oscar Berry, 6th place, still hanging in there. I love that for Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
One of the real good guys on tour. Eli Hanneman moves up 12 spots into 7th, which is another huge move.
12 spots, 12 claims almost.
Yeah.
Every claim is a spot
there
at the
you
ladder.
go. Maybe everyone needs to implement that. Please don't. Dimitri Poulos, 8th place. Lobby just moves up 1 place inside the top 10 even further. He's in at 9th. And then Levi Slauson, with an event win, he'd be getting pretty nervous down at 10th. So he's going to really have to start packing some results in.
I think we're going to see another Geordie Lawler, Mikey Madonna, a win under the belt, and it slips away throughout the year.
The longer you leave it, the harder it gets. And he's leaving it late. Although he didn't win it.
It was only 2 events ago.
He only won 2 events ago, but he hasn't had any results either side of it. So he knows I've got 3 events left. I have to convert, and it'd be pretty head noisy living in his head right now. We move on from that. We're just a week, or not even. We're like 6 days away from Brazil starting.
Mm-hmm. That's not a lot of time between the two.
No, it's not. And I mean, for Chippo, he'd be trying to get every day out that he can get in terms of rehab.
You'd think if you're getting knocked out early, round of 64, you're booking a flight straight away and get the fuck out of it, especially if the waves are shit like they were.
Yeah. Get
out of there and go kick your feet up in Brazil.
I saw a few of like the Aussie lads, Cal Robson and a couple others, Morgs, I think too. They was hanging around Ericeira, and they even yesterday posted on their Instagram that they were looking for a filmer, so they were keen to hang around. But I'd say majority of the tour's already in Brazil.
One thing on that, fucking how good was it to watch, GP smack the backhand out of a wave, and then the camera instantly pans to the Aussie contingent on the beach.
Yeah, and they're just
the camaraderie was amazing, and it's not 1 or 2 like your Brazo camps and your France camps. It's like 10 of the fucking people.
Yeah.
Just sitting there, boys and girls, just collectively there, cheering on their fellow countrymen. It's so good to see.
Absolutely.
I feel like that's where success really comes from. It's a derivative. It's that feeling of being connected while overseas, like pretty strong.
Absolutely. Yeah, like I say, we move on to Brazil. We've got some picks. We're not going to go too crazy in depth for this one. But Zach, you've got some picks that you're gonna roll through. So four men picks and then 2 ladies picks with a dark horse in each.
Yeah, so it's not easy because we're pretty far out still. I did have a quick look at the 4E on Surfline and
Just the smelly 4.
the Smeddy 4D. It's looking small.
Yeah.
I don't think it gets over 2 foot, which means it's actually 1 foot. And there's a day where it says 1 foot, so it could be flat. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, fuck. It kind of, when the CT goes there, I swear there's always a day where it's just a beach day for the town. Yeah. It's just like get your lilo out and lay in the ocean.
Yeah.
Could be looking at a fair few of those. But nonetheless, I've gone through the heats. Well, not the heats. I've gone through the rankings because there's no heat draw live yet. Finley, I've gone with Semi Poops, Matthias Hurdy, Geordie Lawler, Arkal as my picks. Dark horse is the Mr. 4E himself, the smelliest of 4Es, Hiroto Ahura.
Right.
The dark horse.
I like it. Do
Do you want me to go through my women's?
Give us your ladies too while you're at it. We'll run straight through.
Not going to lie, kind of difficult. Anyway, I've gone with Sophia Medina and Eden Waller.
I like Eden Waller. She's a little pocket rocket, eh?
I actually just went through the rankings and she's not up there, but she's doing well for her age and first time in the CS.
Yeah.
Few keeper results. So I feel like this one could be a slow burner. It gets better with age.
She's tiny.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's the same age as Tia, but she definitely hasn't like grown as much as Tia. Like Tia's
Can't be any older than 15, 16.
yeah, Tia's like really stocky and she's filled out already, whereas Eden is yet to. She's almost like Katie Simmers, but if Katie Simmers was like 10, if that makes sense, like really young.
Dark horse.
Yeah, give it to us.
Well, I've done this because sometimes it's about a 25% success rate when I do this. When someone has a shocker, I throw them on the next one.
Right.
You can only go so shit for so long. So Sophie McCulloch, I threw her in as dark horse for Sakarema.
Okay, cool. Well, with my picks, I've gone Bronson Mady.
I like it.
I've gone just for the guys who are going to be able to get themselves out of trouble with one maneuver.
If he hits a backwash, I'm scared to see what he's going to do.
Yeah, so Bronson, he's getting a call up for me. Oscar Berry, no stranger to a backside full road, and also can drop a real nice backhand meat cleaver as well.
Well, it could be a right too.
There is a right there too.
Rip bowl.
Yep. So he's someone there growing up at Ngowri and Yamba areas. He's also no stranger to a rip bowl. So chuck him in. Dakota.
Oh yeah,
He's had a bit of a shocker this year.
Dangerous as.
He's got one of the best aerial make rates I've ever seen. Probably higher than Eli's claim rate.
Yep.
And then
2%.
Yeah, and then for my last pick, I've actually gone with Eli, based on my reasoning before. He's got that backhand full rotation on lock.
Well, collectively between the 4 you've named, they don't even add up to 200 kilos.
No, they're all lightweights. Oscar's
So
probably
if it's 1 foot.
Oscar would be the heaviest by a bit, I reckon. Dakota's
Fuck, I've thrown in Arkal. Full meat cleaver. Oh, I hope he still goes. I'm going to just keep it.
Dakota and Bronson, between them, they wouldn't weigh 130 kilos, I don't think. They'd be full lightweights.
Wet, that'd be 65 kilo.
Yeah.
70, maybe.
Ridiculous. I'll throw into my next pick. So this is... Oh, and sorry, my dark horse.
Yes, sorry.
I'm going to throw in my man, the Grog.
Hey, throw me in there. Yep.
Groggy's going in. So here's my dark horse. Now, ladies, I'm just going to go with my little cheat code. Tia Zebrowski's going to win.
Mate, she's paying 99 cents on Sportsbet.
You're not even getting $1 for her.
You're donating.
Right. I'm going to go Tia, and then I'm going to go purely for the coward bet here. I'm going to just chuck in Yolanda because they're loving what she's doing. And I can't argue with what she's done so far.
Yep.
Look, I'm not happy with it, but she's getting results, and I want to come on here next week and be like, I picked first and second. So I'm going to chuck in her in. And then for my dark horse, I'm going to throw in, she's kind of a dark horse. She has had a bit of time on tour, but Alyssa Spencer. I'm going to chuck her in.
Yep. I like it.
Little goofy foot
She's outside the cut line. Well, not cut line, the
I don't know where she's,
qualification line.
but she hasn't. I haven't seen her name pop up much this year. I'm going to chuck her in as my dark horse. Not somewhere that I generally look at her and go, "You're going to get a result here." So, for me, I'm pretty happy with that. I think I'm getting first, second, third with my ladies' picks
Well, yeah, if you look at probability, I think it's going to happen.
in some order. But yeah, that's kind of where we leave you. We've got a little bit of a hype up though for Stab High, which we've been very vocal in letting you all know we're attending. We fly down on Thursday, so
It's starting to become like when you're 10, 12 years old and Chrissy's like 2 sleeps away and you're just kind of staring at the ceiling fan just going round and round and round. That's what I'm getting the jitters. You know, this could be a pretty semi-rinsing.
Yes.
I might get a colonic tomorrow or something, just full prepare myself.
Yeah, it's exciting news. You've got the draw up for.
I did, yes. We'll go through the complete A list. There's been some changes. I cannot believe they've got both world
I
champions.
know, and we didn't say it. We hinted at it.
I said it, and wow, we should go back and undo the beep.
I beeped it out because we weren't sure. It wasn't confirmed, and we didn't want to promise. You got to promise small amounts and deliver big amounts.
If we were Stab, yes, but we're just the Largo. We can just blast it.
Yeah.
It should be fine.
Well, Yago's in, so that's the big news this week, and also Molly Picklum.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 world champs. We're going to try our best to get some form of content out of them.
I'm going to make Yago drink 54 Estolds.
We're going to be running around like little rats.
What else can we get him to say welcome to?
Here you go. Comment what we should get people to do. Anyone, look at the draw, go through the draw, and just find people and tell us what you want us to get off them. And that.
What do you want to know about all this?
What do you want to know, and what do you want us to try and do anyway?
Well, these are the people I won't be buying beers for because it's the Ladybirds. So,
yes.
Leihani Zoric, Marley Adam, Zoe Kana, Sky Suet, Isla Hardy, Zoe Bradshaw, Peter Kenworthy, and one more free spot for a lucky Ladybird. So not sure who that's going to.
Go Leihani.
Leihani for the win.
Yeah, I'm just saying go.
Yep.
But thanks for ignoring it.
Sorry, I was just doing something else. So the women's, we have Sierra Kerr, which is TBC. She is going through some health concerns at the moment, hence why she's not on the Changers.
Yep.
Bella Kenworthy, Miller, Coco Brown, Sky Brown, and Molly Picklum. Oh. Imagine being like, well, all those girls and getting to surf against Molly Picklum.
Mm-hmm. But probably the one field where she's not going to be the favourite.
I'm about to say,
she's not. Like,
I reckon she's like the dark horse.
You put her in any WSL field, she is in the top 3 contenders at each event, top 2 even. She's probably not top 3 in this. Who I think Miller Brown's better at doing airs. Sierra's better if she's there.
Although we could just see a different version of Molly that she's never been able to display.
She's just been like hiding it, just waiting for this very event. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, definitely she is not the favourite here, which is cool.
The men, the caveman, Albie Layer, Ballaram Stack, Cam Richards, Chipper Wilson, Dane Henry, Dom Thomas, Aton Osborne, Grayson Hendricks, Grayson Fletcher.
Whoa.
Who is a skater. Harley Walters, Harry Bryant, Huey Vaughan, Ian Crane, Jacob Zekele or Zeke OTC, whatever you want to call him. Bit of beef there, by the way.
Yeah, a little Instagram post calling Julian out for essentially, he didn't
being
say
boring.
Being boring. Yeah, so
boring.
And Julian didn't take too kindly, saying, what did he reply to it?
He said,
so, like 2 words.
It's all good, Grom, something like that.
Something Grom.
Something Grom.
And
chillax Grom.
Oh, chill out Grom.
Chill out Grom.
And that was like really weird to say. I didn't think he'd bite that hard. He's clearly struck a nerve with Julian. Maybe Julian knows that his repertoire's not there.
I feel like maybe, yeah, it's a dig. And when someone hits the bullseye on a dig, bite.
Yeah.
I reckon he took the bait. And now the ball's in Jacob Zekele's court.
Zeke's living in his head.
Carl Walsh, Kai Hing. Who else? Keegan Palmer, Lennox Smith, Matt Miola, Mikey Wright, Noah Dean, Noah Beshan, Parker Coffin, Robbie McCormack, Makana Friendsman, Reiji Masuda. Did you see the fucking slob he did? Was his ankles made out of concrete?
He just looked like he's like has zero weight.
Oh my
It's like he's
God.
zero mass.
Featherweight.
Yeah.
Shane Borland, Sean Manners, Timo Simmers, and then there's 3 lucky spots.
Which we now know one of them is Lago Dora.
Lagos Doros.
So
Um,
get keen.
Hopefully a few other big names to be decided. So that is Stab High, which will be happening at the Sydney Urban Surf.
Friday, Saturday, running from about 9 till 4 or 5 in the afternoon.
Well, doors open at 7:30 a.m.
Whoa.
And then on the main event, doors open at 9 a.m. You can buy tickets and come down and sing some bevs with the Largo boys.
So let me ask you this. On day 2, are you going to be up at 7?
I'll be up physical form. Mentally, not yet.
Your head will be in a toilet bowl
Yes,
somewhere.
hopefully.
But yeah, as you can tell, quite excited for this. So
Thank you, Stab, for inviting us.
thank you again, the legends at Stab.
I heard they're going to give us a free beer too. Just one.
We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, exciting times.
It will be.
Let's leave it there.
That's it.
Keep an eye out for our Instagram. We will be keeping it healthily updated over the next sort of 5-ish days. And yeah,
Week.
big week. And probably if we can get our vlog heads on, we're going to go Logan Paul potentially and start, not start a vlog, but we're going to, and I don't like the word vlog.
I fucking hate it.
I'm going to say we're going to do a documentary from Stab High.
We're going to do a POV.
Of what?
POV.
Point of view.
Point of view.
Yes.
Largo POV.
Yeah. And it's a documentary. It's not a vlog.
And this will be YouTube video 1 and hopefully in 12 years' time, like Mr. Beast, who said the Mr. Beast video.
Yeah.
That'll be us.
Yeah, absolutely. So stay tuned, guys. Anyway, we'll leave you there. Thanks for listening.
Sweet. See you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Ciao.